Jeremy McGrath getting ready for the first qualifying heat where the top 4 riders graduate directly to the main event. Then the others go to the semis where the top 5 graduate. 2 come out of the last chance qualifier, and our first qualifier's underway. Look at the start McGrath has got.
He already closes off everybody to the inside of him just to make sure he's got the inside in the first corner. Took his time a little bit right there, but he didn't have anybody really pressuring him, so he could afford to do it.
Also, Ferry, LaRocco, Huffman, Byrne, Lewis, Johnson, McCormick, Gonzalez, Dubé, and others in this qualifying heat. But Jeremy McGrath is dominating early. I never thought we'd be saying this, but he hasn't won a race since the 20th of January. Anaheim 2.
Well, look at the lead he has right now, Art. He's brought his A game here this weekend. Everybody was talking about it yesterday after the Friday practice. Wow, did you see Jeremy out there? He looks good.
He continues on as Tim Ferry is in second on the 4-stroke Yamaha Casey.
Reflexes are so quick. Anything that happens of all
qualifier. That's Ferry, number 15, Tim Ferry.
Well, each race I watch these guys now. I mean, even, you know, 4th and 5th back in the pack. See the way Jeremy went around that corner. I mean, there's just no lag. They get off the power, get on the brakes just for a moment, and they're right back on the power. Carmichael on the power even earlier. You see that lap time right there, 55. So I think he's going to need to see 54s to be real competitive tonight in the main event, though.
Team manager Larry Brooks of Jeremy McGrath's team saying that they did some basic changes to the bike. And Jeremy feels a lot more confident, but he's not that far away from a win.
Him around that corner before the whoops, just rolling on the power. Right there, he explodes on the power. Throttle control for this guy is perfect. See how he rolls it on right there, gets out of that deep rut so he can pick his own line.
You know, David, it's really interesting watching the icon, the 7-time champion Jeremy McGrath, racing and qualifying. He looks great in practice. His timing is just gorgeous, as we see here. Very few mistakes. But then when he gets matched up with Carmichael, the situation's changed.
Well, he might be thinking about a little bit too much and thinking about Carmichael too much. Carmichael's doing to him what he's done to everybody else for the last 7 or 8 years. But right here, Jeremy rather, has been flawless. He is perfect. You hear him how hard he is on the power. And he lands right there so the bike just shoots away. And I think he's looking at right now going, you know, while I'm at it, why don't I just have the fastest heat tonight and send Carmichael back to the semi thinking about that.
The rider with the fastest heat gets the first selection of gate. McGrath leads it. Ferry LaRocco. Welcome back to EA Sports Supercross presented by Speed Stick, where Jeremy McGrath got the whole shot in our opening qualifier and has looked as smooth and fast as he has all year, pulling away from the rest of the riders.
This is the best I've seen Jeremy look in a heat race yet, Art. He's charging everywhere. You can see in his body movement that he's in a hurry. He is trying to go fast. He's trying to send Carmichael a message on the starting gate for the next heat.
Let's tune in to Davey Combs, who's down in the mechanics area. Davey, what do you got?
Well, you guys check out the line Jeremy's using right here. He's lifting his front wheel on the way out and then doubling that 50-foot gap there. Only 3 other guys are doing that consistently, and one of them is not Ricky Carmichael. It's McGrath, Lusk, and Wyndham. They're doing it consistently. You can tell it got, and Ricky said this afternoon, didn't quite look as comfortable as he has in the past.
Well, I think Jeremy can sense that, and so can Ezra Lusk, LaRocco, a couple of the guys that have been up there knocking on the door for a win. They can all sense that Ricky, this streak, he's got to come to an end somewhere. Might as well be tonight.
Jeremy McGrath coming into the race with 7 qualifying heat wins, but this is his most impressive of the year. Pedro Gonzalez with the helmet gap. He's on the bubble. Remember, only the top 4 get the direct transfer to the main event.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's up there for him to catch. When you look up to the left, coming out of that corner there, that's Casey Johnson. So that's his next. That's the main event right there, the ticket. That's a lot of ground to try to make up on somebody like Casey Johnson, who's running about the same pace right now.
Especially with 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It's going to be, looks like a lap rider there over the triple. Casey up there in the corner coming out. I don't think he's going to get him. He's trying. Listen to him on the power.
Pedro this year finishing 3rd in the Arena Cross Championship points. Had a really good season on the short tracks.
Listen to that throttle. You've got to go into those loops. Those things are huge, by the way. Those are. I thought Houston was bad. These are even bigger. And Jeremy just comes out of that corner, heads right in there. Up shifts to the next gear. I think he's running third through there, just wide open. And it takes a lot of nerves, a lot of experience to be able to go in there like that.
The checkers are flying. Jeremy McGrath picks off the qualifying.
Feet waiting for the bike to catch up to him.
Well, this track certainly proved during qualifying that it can reach up and grab you.
Well, you know, if you look at Ricky right here, he struggled right here in practice. Lusk passed him right there, as a matter of fact, in practice. Kind of a coincidence that he crashes in that exact same spot. And Ricky didn't look that sharp yesterday. He doesn't look that sharp today. He's had those problems, and I think Lusk, LaRocco, McGrath, these guys can really smell it.
It's get nervous time for the riders at the gate. Ricky Carmichael staring down, visualizing this start.
See that focus? And he looks like he wants to race. And you look at Jeremy's eyes, and they look quite the same.
32nd point is sideways. We're ready to go from Pontiac, Michigan with our main event. Round 13 is underway. Kevin Windham gets the SFX.com hole shot money, but look at that. Ricky Carmichael immediately takes the lead. Carmichael, number 14, Windham. Number 21, another impressive start. And number 5, Pontiac. They're all in front of Jeremy McGrath.
Great start for Windham, but he had to go wide in the first corner to try to beat Carmichael into the corner. Big hole tied it up. Ricky right underneath him. So it really doesn't matter if Ricky doesn't get the hole shot. He's so good, like McGrath has been through the years, at getting to the lead quick.
Firing through the whoops. LaRocco changing lanes in midstream. Ricky Carmichael though now. Can he pull away from Kevin Windham and Mike LaRocco?
This is a big chance for LaRocco to stay pretty close to Carmichael in the early going. You know, usually LaRocco's back in about 7th or 8th. His starts have gotten so much better. He got the whole shot last time. He's close enough now.
Lusk and LaRocco.
But then Ricky stretched it back out. You see the lappers he's getting ready to catch up to there. That'll be probably help Lusk close the gap a little bit more.
We've got word from the pits that the sign for Lusk is "you can." Trying to encourage him on his move toward Ricky Carmichael, the leader.
I just noticed a moment ago McGrath riding through the mechanics area. He was pointing at something. He's not up here in the mix at all. We haven't even talked about him. And he may be having some kind of a problem. It's hard to tell. I can't see it. But he's obviously not comfortable out there.
There's the white flag. The final lap for Ricky Carmichael. And the final lap as well for Jeremy McGrath.
He's not really threatened for position, and he really can't make one up either. It's kind of going to be 2 weeks in a row not finishing on the podium. Big disappointment.
Second week in a row in 4th position. You're absolutely correct, David.
Ricky can afford to cruise a little bit right here. Look at Chad on the way by. Yeah, we did it again. 10 in a row.
So the mystique evidently continues to build, as well as the pressure, as his win streak quite possibly will continue. We better wait till he gets out of these whoops, however, to say that.
Yeah, race through this thing. There's far to go now. This crowd has stood the entire main event. A very educated crowd here in the Silverdome with so much history.
Carmichael will become the 3rd rider to win a 125 and a 250 race here at the checkered flag. Ricky Carmichael does it again.